it's me, Mrs. Clapton. I'm right back here in the Allenbrook Library. I'm super excited that you're joining us for Wednesday story time. We're going to do it all summer long, and you can join in and hear a great new story. This is a brand new book that I just got in the mail. It's called Old Rock is Not Boring. And the lady that wrote this book and made the pictures, her name is Deb Piluti. I wasn't sure how to say her name, so I looked in the back of the book, and she drew a picture of herself. And look right here, there's a little picture. It says pronounced P, and that's a bag of money, so that's loot, and that's a cup of tea. Piluti, try it. Nice. Huh. Do you think rocks are boring? Yeah, I don't think they are either. I haven't put the slippery dippery Mylar on there yet, so I'm going to take the cover off, but let's look at the back. Old Rock has done a lot of living. Wait a minute, are rocks living things? I don't know about this. I'm going to take the slippery dippery cover off and check it out. Ooh, there's a surprise underneath. Wait, look. Huh, this looks like when the dinosaurs were roaming the earth. And this part looks like, well, this looks like Vermont in the summer. But it's the same rock. I'm curious. Let's read this brand new book. Old Rock is Not Boring by Deb Piluti. And G.P. Putnam and Sons, that's the name of the publishing company. They gave us permission to read this story online today. Thank you. We call this the title page. Well, because there's the title. Handy. Deb dedicated this book, it says, for Jack, who's never boring. Well, I don't know who Jack is, but somebody who sounds like a lot of fun to hang out with. Here we go. Old Rock has been sitting in the same spot at the edge of a clearing in the middle of a pine forest for as long as anyone could remember. And even before that. Being a rock sounds awfully boring, said Tall Pine Tree. You sit in the same spot day after day, said Spotted Beetle. It's a very nice spot, said Old Rock. Don't you want to go anywhere? Asked Hummingbird. I've flown all over the world and sipped the nectar of exotic flowers. I would surely be bored if I couldn't fly. I flew once, said Old Rock. Gosh, said Tall Pine. How? Asked Spotted Beetle. Rocks don't fly, said Hummingbird. What do you think? Can rocks fly? Ooh, check this page out. Old Rock told him about the time in the beginning when darkness was all around. What's that? Oh, he's shooting out of a volcano. And then I erupted out of a volcano and soared through a fiery sky into the bright light of a new world. Definitely flying. Well, so it was just the one time, said Hummingbird. And now you're sitting here, said Tall Pine. Being bored, said Spotted Beetle. I'm not bored, said Old Rock. Well, don't you want to see more? Asked Spotted Beetle. If I climb to the tip-top branch of Tall Pine, I might see a deer mouse nibbling seeds in a nearby tree, or watch ships sailing across the big lake. Old Rock said, I've seen a lot. Old Rock told them about the time a group of friendly dinosaurs lumbered by, munching every leaf in sight. And then, many years later, a not-so-friendly dinosaur came looking for a meal. Looks like a T-Rex and some sort of sauropod hiding behind him. He says, no, I haven't seen her. He says, thanks. Rocks are good hiding places, aren't they? Ooh, winter time. Time passed. Things changed. And the world chilled. Do you notice that? It's a skeleton. It's super cold. Have you heard about the Ice Age before? Check this picture out. I really like it. Which wasn't too bad because Old Rock took a glide in a glacier and toured the land. Now he is stuck in that glacier. And he's slowly moving as the glacier's going to melt. Whoa! Lots of time is passing. Once the glacier melted, it left me perched at the top of a ridge, and I could see the place where the sky touches the earth. Pretty cool. My, you have seen a lot, said Spotted Beetle. How unusual, said Hummingbird. Well, yes, but that was ages ago, said Tall Pine. Hey, aren't you bored now? Don't you want to move? My limbs flutter gently in the breeze and dance wildly when the wind blows. I've never danced, but I am pretty good at doing somersaults. Like doing flips, said Old Rock. Old Rock revealed that after teetering on the ridge for a while, the ground rumbled, and I tumbled and stumbled down, 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 down into a valley. Oh my goodness, what's happening? Who's sitting on Rock? Yeah. Oh my, let's read the words. Grasses grew, mastodons roamed, and lakes formed. You know, a rock is a good resting spot, no matter what kind of creature you are. He says, shouldn't you be roaming along with the other mastodons? Why, I never knew a rock had moves like that, said Tall Pine. I wish I could have seen those things, said Small Beetle. What happened next? Asked Hummingbird. A pine forest sprouted up around me, and one day a strong breeze shook a pine cone loose, and from the pine cone a seed fell onto the forest floor. And I watched that seedling grow to be the tall pine who dances in the wind and keeps me company. Sometimes a spotted beetle wanders along to report all that he sees. And ever so often, the loveliest hummingbird stops to rest after a long flight, and she describes the amazing places that she's visited. It's a very nice spot, said Old Rock. Yes, it is, agreed Tall Pine. Very nice, said Spotted Beetle. Not boring at all, said Hummingbird. This picture looks just like Lake Champlain to me. Does it remind you of that too? Sure. Oh, wow! Look at the back. We call this the back matter of the book. And if you check this book out, you can find out about a lot of those different periods in history that Rock spent some time. I love that when we get more facts. So cool. I hope you enjoyed this brand spanking new book called Old Rock is Not Boring by Deb Piluti. I'll see you next week, friends. Bye-bye.